Hey everybody, this is Chris. Chris is GoneFishing360.com, and today we're going to be testing out a couple of things. I've got the Ozark Trail spinning rod or reel, and then I ordered from DHgate the SkyBlue 210. It's a 2.1 meter collapsible fishing rod. We're going to give both those a try. As you can tell, I stuck one of my favorite little craws on there that I've had a lot of luck with lately, and we're going to give it a whirl. It is very muddy if you look around, and if you're on a VR headset, I apologize, but I'm going to put this on my chest rig, and we're going to get it cast out there, and we got a little bit of break in the weather, so I'm going to try to accomplish as much as I can. So stay tuned, guys, and let's see what we can do. Alright guys, so I know if you're spinning the camera around you can look up my nose, but you know, we're just going to have to live with that. Yes, I got a lot of nose here. Anyway, but just expanding it is real simple. You just slide it out. Be honest, it's already, just in the little time I've toyed with it a little bit, it's already starting to see some wear on the shaft and the blank. But, you know, for a telescoping rod, basically most of the time what you're going to use for this is to throw it in the trunk of the car anyway, you know, or in the backpack for when you're out hiking. So, kind of live with it tearing it itself up a little bit. One of the things that I do really like on it is it does have the orange last extension, excuse my language, and I kind of like that. So looking at the Ozark Trail reel, I put 20-pound braid on it. I have used it a little bit, guys, so this isn't the virgin trip for this one, so I can already tell you that I like it. For a $15 reel, it's really a nice setup. Very much reminds me of an older Shimano design. Let's see. And, oh, something just jumped. Although I did hear something sound like a squeak, so it almost sounded like it was a duck or a bird of some sort. Alright, let's get this unhooked. The one thing I don't like about these little baby craws is you do tend to get the hooks tied up, either on the line or on the other hook. But I've had really good luck with it. This little pond, caught some nice little bass in it, but for the most part it's you know, a lot of little sunfish and stuff like along those lines. So with that said, let's get it cast out there and let's see what we can do. Hopefully we'll do more than just grass today. There we go, and got into a bunch of grass. This little pond, the reason I don't generally fish it too often is it overgrows really quickly. Granted, I caught a couple of nice fish when I was out here not filming the other day. And I caught a whole bunch of little ones. Now, one thing I do love about this little craw, and I did find another manufacturer that's selling it, not just the Archies. You can get these at Walmart for $1.56. But you want the red craw. Though I took the white craw out, didn't have much luck with it at all. And this one is the brand new one that I just picked up. We'll see how it does compared to the one that was actually the Archies model. And let's see, I think I'm snagged up there. Get that fixed. There we go, came loose. And as you can tell, if you're looking out here, you can see that the weeds are starting to get bigger and making the pond a little bit harder to fish. And if you watch that rod tip, you can see that it's got just a nice little bounce from that lure. And it gets a real good walking dog action to it just by reeling it in. And there we go, we got some of the grass on there. See if I can shake it off easily, and of course not. We're going to try to move around a little bit, see if we can't get away from some of this grass. Now, I'm not particular when I catch fish, but I really don't want to spend my whole day catching weeds. There we go. Rod doesn't feel bad casting it. I like the length. It's nice and long. Casting, and there's that mud trying to trip me up. So guys, if you are on a VR headset, let me know if this chest rig is making you dizzy or not, leave it in the comments. Gonna try to sneak through right here where I'm at and not fall down. Last thing I want to do is give you guys a blooper reel at the moment. But again, getting back to the VR, you know, if having it on the chest rig makes you dizzy on the headsets, let me know. And I'll go back to just using the regular action cam, and I think what I'll end up doing is setting the regular video on the action cam on the back half of the video, and then the front half being the conventional. Here you go, you can see the perfect example of what's kind of annoying about this little lure. But when it works, guys, it works really well. So let it sit there for a minute. But leave me comments, guys. Feedback is a beautiful thing. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button. We'll continue to get content out here, and you know, hoping that the weather persists and gives us decent fishing. Unfortunately, we've just had a tremendous amount of rain, and I'm not a big fan of going out and fishing in the rain. There's other aspects of life that require me to be as healthy as possible. So, alright, let's move on over to this other spot. And I don't even see any little fish swimming around like they normally do. Ooh, getting slippery. Hopefully I'm not going to do a blooper reel for you guys. I really don't want to go swimming. Although I almost did right there. As you can see, there's a whole lot of grass growing now. So I think what's going to probably end up happening is I'm going to end up giving up on this pond for the summer when the algae gets grown up real nasty, and go back to fishing the other one that I was at, and trying to explore some new places. One of my subscribers does a lot of fishing over in Ennis. Cisco's got a nice little spot over there that he's pulling out some real nice fish. So I'm gonna have to get over there now. I got all kinds of action on the surface right now. I'm not sure what it is. There's something sucking at the surface. So we'll get this out here and see what happens. Although I just dropped it right past a turtle. But I got my line on top of his head. Talk about the Ozark Trail reel a little bit, guys. To me, complimenting something and saying that it feels like a Shimano is one of the really positive comments I can give about to something. I'm a very big Shimano fan. I've had a couple of their reels over the years and just have had nothing but positive things to say about them. My hooks are snagged up again. We'll see if it breaks itself loose. I'm also starting to slip in the mud. There we go. Just gonna bring it on back. And found the grass again. So we'll drag it up here. Try the other side here. Now, this is the exact spot. There we go. So one of the things I might try doing is dropping these down to some smaller treble hooks, or maybe a different size split ring. Really doesn't need big ones for what the size hooks that it has. There we go. And this is the exact spot that I caught a 1.5 pounder in here the other day. Got snagged for a second, luckily it came loose. And I get snagged on a blade of grass right here. There we go. So far, one of the things that I do really like about this rod is it is very lightweight. Again, really lending a good positive vibe for, you know, if you're out hiking and want to take a fishing rod with you. You know, maybe a little bit of hand waxing would do the trick on taking better care of the shaft or the blank, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to give this thing a few tugs and let it sink. Although I am very leery of all the grass that's growing up now. Now the bright side of this, one of the things is, for what you would pay for one rod at Academy for their Zebcos, collapsibles, or telescoping, however you want to refer to it as, you actually get 2 of these rods. So if you guys are interested in one of them, I will be putting it up on eBay. I'll have a link on there for the one that I actually have. If you want to order it directly through DHgate, you can go ahead and just do a search for fishing rods, and you'll come up with quite a few different companies that are selling these. Takes about 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks for it to get here. But, you know, if you're not in a big rush, you know, it'll get here. But I do like the feel of it. This is going to get stuck in the trunk, and combined with the Ozark Trail spinning reel, you're going to see me doing an awful lot of fishing with these, you know, in the near future. Alright, let's walk around again. Again, I'm seeing all kinds of stuff. The water's just a little murky. But I'll tell you what, I'm sinking in the mud, I'm starting to slide. Let's get walked around here. And we're going to try it from this angle, and maybe I'll have a better opportunity to get it into the... Alright guys, so I've come back over to this area. See what we can do. I'm going to get a few more casts in before I head out. And of course I get my line snagged up here. Precisely what you don't want to do. One of the hazards you gain when you walk around with your bait on. The way that I just did. Okay. And right into the grass. Kind of jerking it back hasn't got anything's attention, so now I'm just going to swim it in. It looks like those 2 fish that I caught on the other rod might just be the only ones that want to come out and play today. Give it a minute. Step on down here a little bit. Kind of looking for something a little different. But I'm definitely getting to cast this little shad out there a lot easier with this rod. whole bunch of grass. I think the city of Waxahachie needs to invest in some of the grass-eating carp. Alright, one more cast and we're going to call it a day. So much grass I bring up this time. Fair amount. Yeah. Alright, well, didn't have any success today with this rod, but I did catch a couple fish with the other rod. Don't think it's the rod or reel on this setup. I think they work just great. Just have to get a chance to get out there and find the fish where they're at. So this one I just happen to be catching a lot of grass. Really like the feel of the SkyBlue 210. You know, it is the 2.1 meter. Yeah, it felt good. So I'm going to keep fishing it, keep it in the trunk of the car. And with that said, guys, if you haven't already subscribed, I know I've said it a few times already in the videos, click on the subscribe, and you know, we will look forward to seeing you soon, and we'll get things rolling. So keep an eye on our eBay pages, and we'll be continuing to add more to what we have that we're looking to sell and move on from. Some of it's going to be stuff that's used that we used in the show. Some of the stuff's going to be brand new that I get brought over. You know, where I find it, stuff that's used that I found at a garage sale or something, but we will be getting stuff up on that eBay page. So have a great day, guys. Again, we thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.